The scale of it is immense. We wanted to create an opportunity for every single member of our participation programme to come together in one single production.
Well, it started from an idea about it being the 800th birthday of the Magna Carta.
Signing of the Magna Carta.
The Magna Carta, 1215.
The Magna Carta.
Magna Carta.
Magna Carta, definitely.
We demand justice!
It starts off with the Magna Carta and then works its way around to modern day.
The internet at the moment is that lawless place, like the lawless land of King John and the Barons 800 years ago.
Well, there was an evil king called King John and he did bad things.
Quite an evil and greedy king.
He didn't let anyone pay his fair taxes.
King John and the barons are revolting! He takes our land, our money, our wives, our liberty, and what do we get? Nothing! What does he give us? Nothing! And there's nothing you can do about it!
I think it's about freedom.
Freedom? What's that?
What people can do to manipulate freedom or use freedom to their advantage.
We've maybe lost some of our rights or had to possibly fight for some as well.
You listen to us. We demand our freedom. All we ever get is nothing, and all you always get is money. Down with the English!
A rebellious side against aristocracy and oppression.
So often we hear of young people not having any opinion of politics, but they do. Through rehearsals in the rehearsal room, they were able to kind of look into those ideas and actually tackle them in the way that they want to tackle them.
I've enjoyed learning about the suffragettes and the suffragist movement.
I'm quitting this job to become a full-time suffragette.
You're under arrest.
These are the people to live up to, not people who are mostly fake and what the media wants us to live up to.
There's been many issues discussed that young people have, and she's, readily able to talk about some of those bigger issues. So I think it's helped enormously.
So you kind of got an insight on how it actually would feel to be protesting and fighting for freedom and fighting for liberty.
You think you have the right?
Whether I'm black, white, woman or a man, I'm no different, and I stick up for my own rights.
One of the things that the Marlowe Theatre is trying to do is to create bold, challenging work in the spirit of Christopher Marlowe. And we don't think the artistic aims of community theatre should be any different from the professional programme.
It's something that you can feel passionate about whilst acting.
Welcome, come on in.
And we're recording in 5, 4, 3.
Film has played a really important part in this project. We wanted to look at how things can be removed from their original context and manipulated online.
They're all working together, from very small children, up to adults, literally community, as it should be.
I'm 73 and I joined the People's Company because I wanted mental stimulation and companionship.
I really like working with different ages. Each age group has its individuality. The older people have that maturity that can help us so much, and the younger ones bring that energy in, and it's just us teenagers being teenagers.
When you come to rehearsals and see all the people, your friends there, it's kind of like you built a family. You just feel natural. It just feels like a natural environment.
Because people are treated as professionals here, you don't get any egos developing. When you watch the children, they don't look like child actors, they look like children enjoying acting.
Guilty!
Hey! Segregation! Extra, read all about it. Nelson Mandela's guilty.
I think the skills that people are learning, which I think is crucial as an actor, are the skills of collaboration.
A good rehearsal room for us is a place free from fear. So that kind of supportive teamwork attitude is vital to the success of the project.
You have to fit into a group and relax and be relaxed around the people you're with.
It's really important that the people involved have an ownership over the project.
You're actually getting the participants to contribute their own creative ideas and get them to bring in all of their thoughts.
We have a Marlowe Lab. It's called the Lab for a very particular reason, because it's a place in which people can experiment and explore and make mistakes, importantly.
She describes it as playing games, and so they're learning and improvising. That's a really good way of making them feel confident.
They gave us a historic period and information about it.
We've then sort of thought of our own ways to communicate how not only we feel about it, but how other people around the times felt. And we've devised that into scenes.
Without everyone working together and using their own creative thought, we couldn't have done it, and it's teamwork.
I put all of the youngsters into their own parties, their own political parties, and then I use those manifestos to create a script.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the land of democracy!
It's election night, the feeling's right. We are the British Social Democrats. Hashtag Fairer Britain for a fairer world. We are the Britain First Party. Hashtag don't trust the others. Kick them out!
When I'm teaching, I don't feel like a 32-year-old bloke. Genuinely feels like I'm just having fun with my friends. It really does.
It's almost impossible to not enjoy because he just makes everything interesting. Even the breaks between things he makes interesting.
I really enjoy the classes with Paul because he's young as well. He's closer to our age, so we can be allowed to joke with him, but at the same time work.
She doesn't view them as teachers, but she sees that they are strict and keep them in line, but in a fun way and in a kind way.
It's about kind of creating a kind of framework where people feel safe to express whatever they want to express.
I like dancing here because it's got a lovely big stage. I'm really happy myself. I am not nervous, not anything else. I'm full of confidence as well.
Theatre is all about being in the moment. So I think that immersive theatre, theatre in the community, theatre in the public, constantly keeps you on your toes as an actor. So I think in a way that's probably the best training that a youngster can have for performance anyway.
In the Marlowe, it just gives people that opportunity to be in actual plays that people watch. It's not just our parents watching it, it's actually people coming to watch it.
This is about building foundations so I can act and speak publicly in front of people, which is brilliant.
They help you develop yourself more, become more confident on stage, become more of a professional actor.
You really see people blossom. You see their performances blossom, their confidence, their engagement, their awareness of the ideas. And that's thrilling. It's thrilling to see.
It is really great to not only get them working in their youth groups, but performing on a professional stage with professional people, because that's never anything that I had when I was growing up.
I wouldn't say that there's anything amateurish about it at all, even though there's an awful lot of amateur forces involved in the production.
What we try to do here is show them and offer them all the opportunities, whether they want to act or design or direct or write. It's allowing them to make their own choices of what direction they want to go in.
It throws you out there and says, right, let's do it. And once you've got that grounding and once you've had that experience of working with professional companies and doing your own stuff and getting out there, you go into the professional world with a whole set of knowledge that lots of people don't have.
You go all the time to rehearsals, and once you start doing it, you actually, this is why I do acting, this is why I love it, and you realise why you keep going.
The really fun part for me is then it's like one of those balloons that rises up. But once the show is up and running, you just let go and hopefully see it rise and rise and rise and rise.
Like lions from your slumber, ye in unfashionable number. Shake a chain so I'd like you. Yeah, many did they have you. Yeah, many did they have you. Yeah, many did they have you.